Hello, my name is Ter Scott. I am one of the co-authors of How to Magnetize Abundance in Just 10 Days. 10 Ways to Magnetize What You Want. And this is going to be just a little conversation between you and me, and it's going to help those who have already purchased the Kindle version of the book, which will soon be a soft cover and also an audible version coming up soon, unless, of course, you're looking at this video sometime down the road where it's already been published. And if so, go ahead and take a look at that too. But in this video, I'm going to talk about the why. The why about how to magnetize abundance in just 10 days. 10 days and 10 ways to magnetize what you want. Not why you should have this or why the content exists and that sort of thing, but why I, yours truly, and also the cosmos got together to create this particular book. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the cosmos, who the cosmos is, what the cosmos is, a little bit about myself, Ter Scott, and also the what, the why, and how I created the book, and why just 10 days. I'm going to talk a little bit about, again, as I mentioned, myself being the life and legacy coach and what that means, and also about two blogs that you may be interested in. One is Attainment Rules, the secret rules to attainment, and the other one is really a lot more to have to do with this particular book, and that is Answers from the Cosmos. And I'll talk a little bit about that. And then also, I'll talk a little bit about the inspiration for the book, how it came about, and how just for you, how just by going to Amazon, the Amazon link that you'll see below, you can get a ton of things that will help you to magnetize abundance, even if you don't purchase the book. And that's going to be way cool. And again, this is about added value to you. I believe in the law of abundance and giving, and that's why I'm sharing all of that for you. So there are links at the bottom in the description area, so be sure to take a look at that later. So let's get started. I'm going to move around a little bit here. So the why about how to magnetize abundance in just 10 days, 10 days and 10 ways to magnetize what you want. Well, first of all, what is the cosmos? Who is the cosmos? In the blog, Answers from the Cosmos, I created the blog almost a full year ago, and there are thousands of people that come to this blog on a daily basis. They register to follow by email on the blog, and they get an email word of wisdom, a wisdom gem every day in their email box that provokes them or inspires them to do something great in their lives during that day. And basically all it is, it's just a word of wisdom, a daily dose of the cosmos is what we call it. And the readers just read it and then they kind of ponder about it because it means different things to different people, which is way cool about that particular thing. We really keep it open. And there are places where the reader can leave comments after each blog, and that's also been helpful for a lot of different people. And the cosmos is kind of a collective. It is wisdom of the ages. And I don't want to get involved in so much about that right now in here, except to state that the cosmos and Ter Scott, me, yours truly, every evening at about 11:45 my time, or sometimes it's after midnight, I sit down and I either think with a blank slate and I become inspired as to what to present, or I take a look at some notes that I have where I may have listened to a conversation and jotted something down on a little 3x5 card or a notebook and keep that in my pocket. Or maybe I pulled something out of a book. Maybe I've seen a quote in a book or on the internet or something like that. But it isn't a direct copy of that. Usually it's just an inspiration from that quote that then is turned around into a presentation for the readers at the Cosmos. So having said all of that, for this book, what I've done is I've taken 10 different gems about creating abundance. I placed them as separate posts in the blog Answers from the Cosmos so that readers were able to read part of this. And as a matter of fact, you can go to that blog and you can search and you can find those 10 things that are inside of this book. But I shared it out there for people, but they're all condensed inside of this book in one area to help you. So then who am I? Per Scott, the Life and Legacy Coach. What is a Life and Legacy Coach? There are life coaches out there, but my main thing is that I help people to live a life and leave a legacy. So a lot of us are not living the life that we want. A life coach can kind of help with that. Leaving a legacy, some people think, oh, that's money, leaving money for your kids and that sort of thing. Leaving a legacy and even living a life is not all about money. And as long as you seek money, money will often elude you because you're chasing it. I help people not to chase money, but to seek abundance. And when you have abundance, money is part of that. So that comes to you. And with this book, with this material, you'll have money coming to you within 10 days because it's just part of abundance. And in a day's time, in 2 days' time, in 3 days' time, in 10 days' time, you are going to realize abundance. Another thing is, why did I create this book having to do with 10 days? In 10 days and 10 ways to magnetize what you want. Well, recently, I saw something about how somebody said, do this for 30 days and your life will never be the same. But have you ever done something for 30 days other than something that's routine, like brushing your teeth and going to work every day? I'm talking about something that will help you personally. Have you tried to be on a diet for 30 days or tried not to watch the news for 30 days or tried not to drink pop for 30 days or anything like that? Well, it's tough, isn't it? So what I recommend is 10 days. But once you've done this for 10 days, my recommendation is to now do it again, and after doing it twice, do it another time. 3 times 10 is 30. So there's your 30. When we block it into little segments like this, we're making it easier to attain, and also we're actually repeating that 2 more times. So if you don't realize a certain amount of abundance in the first 10 days, in the second block of 10 days and the third block, certainly you're going to see more and more and more. In the book, I also talk about keeping a journal because a lot of people don't realize that they are attaining abundance because they're not keeping track of it. So there are ways that you can keep track of it. There are ways that you can attract more of it. And if you can't mark it, if you can't write it down, if you don't know that it's coming to you, you're not going to realize what you have and what's coming in and what can come in to your life. So we've talked about the cosmos. We've talked a little bit about myself. You can look online, Per Scott, the Major 8. You can take a look online, Per Scott, Life and Legacy Coach. I also do a ton of other things out there online, but my love is life and legacy and helping people to attain. So there are those 2 blogs, Attainment Rules, Secret Rules of Attainment, and Answers from the Cosmos, that I would recommend that you take a look. Just do a Google search and you'll find those, or take a look at the links below. I probably will have a link to be able to get to those 2 blogs easily. Now, the inspiration for the book. Let's talk about that. Just like the inspiration that I have every night or early morning to create the Answers from the Cosmos, it's the same thing. I have a library of books. I'm reading from all different types of books. These books speak to me. Just like voices of people in conversations, or listening to the radio, or listening to a conversation in a coffee shop. I'm not trying to eavesdrop necessarily, but the cosmos talks all over. You can pick up a history book and you can read something, and the cosmos is speaking to you. So anyway, one of the inspirations was an old book, and I do explain it inside of this particular book in the material. At the very end, I explain where I did find this, but I adapted it. Now, it was an adaptation from a gentleman's book from years and years ago, where he talked about how to attain money. And that's fine. Everybody is trying to attain money, 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 money. But if you try to attain money, if you seek money, if you chase money, money will run then. So what we need to do is seek abundance. And money is just part of abundance. And so when we seek abundance, what would you rather have? Money? Or would you like abundance, which actually has money and a lot of other things in it? I would like the abundance. So when you're seeking abundance, money is there, and it's not running because it's part of the whole package. Now, isn't that cool? So what I did is I was inspired by those 10 ways to attract money, and I adapted that into 10 ways to attract abundance. And not just attract it, but to become a magnet, so that you're magnetizing abundance to you, and it's coming to you instead of you chasing it. All right? So we now have abundance coming to us, and that was the inspiration. I guess that's pretty much what I wanted to present for you today in this particular video about the why as to how to magnetize abundance. And again, in just 10 days, and 10 ways to magnetize what you want. So I've got a couple of links down below, and what's really cool is there's just so much good stuff inside of this material. And in the videos that follow, I will also share a couple of other things too. And I'm also looking forward to doing a book reading, which is way cool. Again, you can purchase the book, which it's very inexpensive. When you consider abundance, what does abundance mean to you, and how much abundance, and when you can get this for the price of what you would probably spend at a fast food place. And as a matter of fact, there are sometimes throughout the year that you can go to Amazon and you can get it free, because I'll be running free promotions throughout the year too. You just happen to have to be there at the right time. But again, if you follow me by email and in the Cosmos or Attainment Rules, any of those different places, you will find out when I'm running a free promotion. So anyway, this is Terry Scott, Life and Legacy Coach, saying make it a great day. And we talked today about the why on how to magnetize abundance in just 10 days, 10 days and 10 ways to magnetize what you want. We talked about that today, but there's more coming in more videos. Bye for now.